Felipa and the Day of the Dead. Felipa lived in a small village high up in the Andes Mountains. Her grandmother, Abuelita, had just died. She was very old. No one knew exactly how old she was. In fact, Abuelita hadn't even known herself. Felipa missed Abuelita. She had always been there, with plenty of time to talk, to listen to whatever Felipa wanted to tell her. So Felipa was very sad, even though her parents told her that when people die, their souls live on forever. But where was Abuelita's soul? What was she doing? Perhaps Burro, her donkey, would know the answer. Burro just looked at her and didn't say a thing. Abuelita's soul had to be somewhere. Come on, let's look for her, Felipa said to Chancho the pig. Pigs have very good noses. Together they searched everywhere, in the village, in the fields, and even in the cemetery. They didn't find anything. Then Felipa had another idea. Maybe Abuelita's llamas know where her soul is, she thought. But if the llamas knew anything, they weren't telling. Felipa was discouraged. At bedtime, she asked her mother, "Where's Abuelita's soul now? I've looked for it everywhere, but I can't find it." "She is with the spirits, high up in the snow-covered mountains." "Look how beautiful it is up there," answered her mother. Felipa decided to go there the very next day. Early the next morning, Felipa headed off toward the highest mountain. She walked for hours, but no matter how far she went, the mountain didn't seem to get any closer. Felipa was hungry, and when it began to get dark, she felt a little scared. Then she heard a voice calling, "Felipa! Felipa!" It was her father coming to find her. "I'm afraid you can't just go and visit souls," her father told her the next day. "They live in their own world. Souls live in the mountains, and in the ground, and in everything that grows. But every year in November, they come to visit us, and we have a big celebration for them." Felipa waited and waited. Finally, it was November. Everyone in the village was busy preparing for the celebration, cooking special treats. Felipa especially liked making little people out of sweet dough. Everything was set out on a big table and decorated with flowers and candles. "Who is going to eat all of this food?" wondered Felipa. Then she realized that the souls would have come from far away and would be hungry and thirsty when they arrived. The village celebrated with the souls for one whole day and one whole night. The streets were filled with laughter and music and wonderful things to eat. And the next morning they brought everything up to the cemetery. Everyone helped decorate the graves with flowers, candles, and food. Felipa liked the celebration at the cemetery best of all. She felt very close to Abuelita there. Felipa and her parents shared memories of Abuelita. And Felipa could talk to her again, just like she had before. At the end of the day, Felipa felt a little sad, for she knew that Abuelita couldn't stay with her. All souls had to go back to their world. But she was hopeful too. Adios, Abuelita, she said softly. Until next year, on the Day of the Dead. Clatterbash, a Day of the Dead celebration. Knock knock. Shh. Huh? Rattle rattle. Cat? Creak crack. Up we go. Big fiesta. Yay! Put put. Honk whiz. Hola, hola. Hi. Yuck yuck. Chitter chat. Que bonito. My. Flitter flutter. Butterfly. Ooh. Whoa. Wee. Buenas noches. Story time. Shiver jitter. Gee. Sip gulp. Chomp crunch. Slurp burp. Yum. La la, sing along. Doobie doobie dum. Whoosh plush. Whoops. Giggle gurgle. Splash. Swirl twirl. Cha cha cha. Boom. Clatterbash. Sweep sweep. Tidy up. Shush. Hush. Sigh. Gracias. Gracias. Wink blink. Yawn. Snore. Adios. Goodbye. Coco, the Rivera Family Band. The Rivera Shoe Workshop was full of exciting sounds. All three cousins had an upcoming celebration on their minds as they turned their tools into musical instruments. Only one more day until Dia de los Muertos, said Abel. Yep, said Miguel with a grin. And tomorrow is the talent show in Mariachi Plaza too. He had the best idea for that year. What if our family performs together in a band? Meanwhile, in the land of the dead, someone else was having the very same idea. What if, Mama Imelda pondered, for this year's Dia de los Muertos, all the Riveras performed together in the land of the living? How will we know where to go or what to play? Said Tio Oscar. Mama Coco laughed. There's a talent show in Mariachi Plaza. Miguel performed in it last year, and something tells me he'll be there again. As for the songs, said Mama Imelda with a sly grin, I think he'll choose one by our very own Hector. Back in Santa Cecilia, the cousins' workday finally comes to a close. They headed outside to talk things over. We've never performed in front of an audience, said Rosa. What if we mess up? Added Abel. Don't worry about that, Miguel replied. This isn't for them, it's for us. It's a chance to honor the music that's in our blood. Meanwhile, in the land of the dead, Hector was absolutely thrilled. I think performing together will be fun, especially now that music has returned to our family. Exactamente, said Mama Imelda, catching Hector's gaze. That's exactly what I was thinking. It's going to be awesome, Miguel said. We'll be on stage together, playing the same songs we always do. But Rosa and Abel were still a bit uneasy. I don't know, Miguel, said Rosa. I understand, Miguel said. I was scared the first time I performed, but if we practice, it might help calm your nerves. Miguel, Abel, and Rosa slowly started to play their instruments, and eventually the cousins found their groove. The music wasn't perfect, but they were having a great time. Miguel, what's going on here? Asked Abuelita, interrupting the rehearsal. Socorro giggled while Mama and Papa followed. Miguel stood up, waving his guitar. We're starting a music group, the Rivera Family Band. I want the whole family to perform together tomorrow at the talent show. I don't think so, Mijillo, said Abuelita. Then, out of nowhere, Mama grabbed the guitar. I'll give it a try, she said. I've always wanted to be a musico for a day. Mama struck a terrible chord and grinned. I like this, she said. Although she was delighted, the rest of the family was unimpressed. Well, that was something, said Abuelita, avoiding Mama's gaze. But we should get back to preparing the ofrenda. Abuelita is right, said Abel. There's no way we'll be ready in time for the show tomorrow. Let's focus on the things we're already good at. The family headed back into the house, leaving Miguel alone. Miguel was frustrated. That hadn't gone as planned. Dante, Miguel's faithful companion, barked, then nudged Miguel's guitar with his nose. Suddenly, a thought struck Miguel. While Mama wasn't a great musician, she had looked so happy when she was strumming the guitar. He knew Abel and Rosa enjoyed their instruments too. Miguel stood up with renewed determination. Music brought our family together, and this performance is for all the Riveras. Meanwhile, in the land of the dead, Mama Imelda explained her idea. Our music is a way of thanking our living family for remembering us and letting them know how much we still love them. I love to visit our family, but, said Tio Felipe. The living family won't even be able to hear us play, said Tio Oscar, finishing his brother's sentence. That might be true, said Mama Coco, but the living Riveras will be able to feel our presence and our love. Well, I'm in, replied Tia Victoria. It's for family. As the family began to rehearse, Papa Julio had a moment of sheer brilliance. Hey, should we call our band the Dead Riveras? Yes, that's perfecto, Hector exclaimed. Back in the land of the living, Miguel followed Abuelita into the ofrenda room. He knew that if he could convince her to join, the rest of the family would too. To Miguel's surprise, Abuelita was singing to Socorro. Abuelita, Miguel said, you've got to be part of our band for the talent show. Not again, mijillo, Abuelita said, shaking her head. Please, Miguel said, for Mama Coco and all the Riveras. It's a way of remembering our family. Abuelita was still conflicted. I've spent most of my life shutting out music. I don't even know how to play any instruments. La voz, Miguel said. Your voice is your instrument. All you have to do is sing from the heart. Okay, Miguel, she said, grabbing his hand. Let's find the rest of our family and get the band ready. In the land of the dead Riveras had found their rhythm too, and walked over the Marigold Bridge at the same time the living Riveras walked into town with their instruments. Abel's stomach was in knots. I think I'm feeling a little nervous, he said. Don't worry, Abel, Abuelita said with a smile in her voice. No matter what happens, we will be together. Just try to enjoy the celebration. The dead Riveras arrived at Mariachi Plaza to find that the living Riveras were already performing on stage. Look, said Hector, pointing at a nearby sign. It says Rivera Family Band. That means us too, said Papa Julio. The dead Riveras rushed to the stage and joined the band. As the living and dead family members performed together, the love and joy could be felt by them all. This was a great idea, Hector whispered into Mama Imelda's ear. She beamed. The feeling of music and love was electric. The moment was even better than she had imagined. In fact, it was the greatest Dia de las Muertas any Rivera could remember.